is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 34. I don't have anyone to my left, apparently. I don't know. Is that what I always say?
No, you said to the left of me. You cannot change things up like that. What is wrong with you?
To the left of me, I have Brittany Hill.
Hey. Y'all know what y'all getting. Y'all know what y'all press that play button for.
And I also have Raven Brown.
Hey.
This is a really short episode. I don't know what we're going to do after this episode. I have no idea, but it won't be an hour-long episode.
I'm going to eat that gingerbread cookie.
Maybe 30 minutes. I don't know. I did want to talk about C's episode that she just that we just look. Sorry, what?
The cookie, the sugar cookie.
Is it in your way? Oh, cause
no,
you want some?
No, we want it.
Oh, you want the sugar cookie?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't reach it. I'm so sorry, guys. I attempted to reach the sugar cookie.
And to my left of me, we have Robin.
Robin Hill. Bringing us the cookie. Beautiful.
I was about to, I was like, try the.
I wonder. I've never made a gingerbread house before.
Mine never came out this good.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know, y'all did the damn thing with both of y'all houses.
Read the top. What's the top? What's the acronym there?
The Can We Talk podcast. Hey, this is actually how our studio looks on 6th Street.
This is actually a replica of the studio, yes.
It's a beach house.
Yes.
On 6th Street.
On the beach.
Austin. Mm-hmm. On the beach of Austin.
Mm-hmm. On 6.5 Street.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
West 6 specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
6.5.
Yeah.
Y'all need to make y'all one if y'all haven't.
Mm-hmm. So what do y'all do? I mean, what do y'all do special for the holidays besides like gingerbread houses?
It's not even for the holidays. It's just something we've done.
I never done this, and now I want to do it because I want to eat it.
I've done it. It's fun.
I recommend Target. We did HEB. HEB let us down.
You know why I can't do this? I wouldn't even make it to the door. I'd be eating it as I'm going, and I wouldn't even have a whole
door. You make the door with the icing.
I wouldn't have a whole house. The wall would be gone.
Eat the back wall. So at least it looks like you have.
Mm-hmm. In the front, you're right. I would have ate the whole cookie.
We go look at Christmas lights. I don't know if we have in the last couple of years, but generally on Christmas Eve we ride around and look at Christmas lights.
On the Trello lights? Or just like people's houses?
Yeah, neighborhoods.
So I only like the specific lights. Like I only like them to look a specific way. They have to be clean cut. You know, they can't be having like my one neighbor. If you listen to this, take them damn bulbs down off that tree. It don't make no sense.
A tree outside.
Yeah, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Take that down.
Don't make them no money.
Take it down.
You know what? One of my favorite things is when the houses have the radio station. Turn your radio to this station and the lights dance to the radio. Have y'all seen that?
Fucking up this cookie.
Have y'all seen that?
I've never seen that.
I love that.
I saw that on TikTok. No, he was really his Christmas carol was kind of like from the streets. He had the baby. He had the baby. Is that what his name is? The baby on there. But it was going with the lights.
And the light dance to the baby. That's lit.
What's that one song by him? I have to stop. I'll find the TikTok from y'all and I'll share it.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, try one of the stars. That's good.
The candy is supposed you don't just like suck on it. You can't just like bite on it.
Oh,
she said.
Nah, I'm gonna bite it.
I'm a pro.
Now try one of the stars. You won't regret it. So what I usually do is I keep my tree all year around, and I just move that motherfucker to the other side. So I don't have to do it.
So we have 3 trees this year. We have 3 trees.
What's the AMSR or whatever?
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's too much in my ear.
Not.
What we're not going to do is Raven's not going to eat like that. Y'all can refer to my Facebook or Snapchat. I did a new video today.
Or
OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 3 trees. 1 downstairs and 2 upstairs.
I'm anti-tree. Like I haven't had a tree in any place I've lived in like 11 to 12 years.
Really?
I'm not a Christmas person. I'm not a holidays person, to be honest with you.
We
This is the
should.
most holiday shit I will ever do.
Okay, well, you don't have any trees anymore because the way we ate them.
There goes your trees.
That's weird that you never had a tree.
No, I've had trees, but like me and my brother are so far apart and like age. Like when I got to like 16, 15 years old, like they're like, "What do you want?" I want a lot of stuff. Okay, we'll get you a lot of stuff. Cool. You know, you already
Did they
know what
tell
you
you
got.
not Santa's not real because Santa's real?
Oh, dang. And I forgot to hide the, oh, not about Santa. I just realized I forgot to hide the elf. Shoot.
It's not
I never
Christmas
did
yet,
elf
right?
on. I never did Elf on the Shelf.
We recently, it's not really an elf, first of all, it's just a Santa, long-legged Santa that we have now said,
I
We're
made
gonna
that
hide.
Santa.
Long legs.
I made it.
oh, you made it?
I made that Santa when I was a kid.
Oh, well,
She's like, "Oh."
and now it's our elf. I probably didn't live there at the time.
She's fucking up this house. This
So
beach house.
we hide that. It's become more of a scavenger hunt than the elf on the shelf.
To
For
find
the
out what's
last like 2 or 3 years, we've hidden it, and then whoever finds it on that day gets $1.
Just $1?
Just $1. Okay. Ain't rich in these streets. And then if the person doesn't, and if nobody finds it, whoever hit it gets the $1.
Who behind
Just a
you?
way to find it. All of us in the house.
Okay, what do you mean? So there's just one?
Hmm?
There's just one, like elf thingy?
Yep. It's just one elf, and then the star.
Oh, don't choke online. Don't choke on the episode.
I was choking on one of these little star
You
candies.
keep eating it as if it's a gummy.
For real though, I love little gummy snacks. That's what I'm gonna
It's-
get.
it's
I think I'm gonna get like extra if I do a gingerbread house.
You should do one. I think it's fun. Like I promise
Should
you.
we do
like,
a competition?
No.
You can do the mini ones. You can do the village. Y'all all get out. I think there's 4 in there.
First of all, we are established. We're in the near future going to own a gingerbread stadium, and we're going to invest into low income housing.
I'm gonna make me a
Gingerbread
whole
house wise,
mansion. Watch
and
me.
yeah,
That's the mansion.
Mine is gonna be a gingerbread house in the hills.
this is in the hills. Until the hills, you know how the hills be, earthquakes and fires and shit. That's kind of
I
what
might
happened.
put ribs on mine, and actually make it like a food house.
She said make ribs. But yeah, you guys should do this is year 2 of making gingerbread houses. HEB was trash compared to Target. Target fucked them up. Not only with instructions, but just overall things that are available.
Some of that blue. That's what I'm trying to get right now.
No, it's already like
It's icy.
Oh,
Look, I fucked that icing up.
She was eating it as we were going on her finger.
I would
Just
too.
squirt it out. Liquid.
I know. I want to make some chocolate covered strawberries because I love those.
And put it on the house.
No, just eat them. What do you mean? That'd be a waste. Eat them.
Alright,
go ahead.
Go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, switching gears and jumping into a topic. I wanted to pick your brain about something. So, this is something that I had heard had happened, and I wanted to see what you guys thought. So, there was this girl who posted a TikTok, and she is Hispanic. And in the TikTok, I don't know if y'all seen that TikTok. I don't know the name of the song, but the song says, "I'll teach him how to get his money." How does it go? Get his money and then
Show you how to pimp a nigga.
show you how to pimp a nigga. Quick to get his money.
Take
and
his money, then you dip on niggas.
then dip on niggas. Dip on niggas. That's how it goes. Something like that, right? So the girl's Hispanic and she's doing the TikTok. And I don't know if you've watched TikToks, Calvin. You may not have
Nope.
yet.
I exited out
But-
stage left on TikTok, so
but-
I'm no longer interested.
For people that have seen TikToks, usually people who are not black, if they are doing a TikTok that has the N word in the song,
They go like this.
They stop, they pause, or they just don't make it look like they're singing it. Well, she did. She of course, I don't know if she's singing the song, but she said the dip on. So and she mouthed the word. Does that offend you guys? If somebody from, and just to give you more information on it, her people trolled her in the comments. People were like, oh, y'all, let us know where she works, blah, blah, blah. Somebody said where she worked, blah, blah. She ended up getting fired because of that TikTok. So, does it offend you guys? Like, so my personal opinion. Wait, no. I'm gonna get y'all's opinion before I say my opinion. What do you got? If somebody of another race, not black, and says the N word, or even in that scenario is mouthing a song, do you think it's a big deal?
When it's on, it is a big deal. First and foremost, it is a big deal because that word is just, it just has so much meaning behind it. You know what I mean? But it's especially a big deal if you have a big platform, you know. I feel like it's simple. I mean, like, just don't say it. Because it could be, like, for me personally, I'm not, like, I won't.
If you had scrolled and saw that TikTok, would you have just got furious?
Robin, is my phone open? Keep talking. The other one.
I'm gonna see.
Probably. Let me watch it and say. But honestly, it kind of depends on, like, how it's said.
Okay.
If I would get offended, but I'm saying it shouldn't be said because
That's not it.
it shouldn't be said because of just the meaning behind it.
We're trying to be serious, guys.
They're laughing at us.
Okay.
I don't think it should be said, especially if you have a big platform. You shouldn't be saying it in general, but the word itself in different contexts. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let me see this video. Shoot. Let me get it.
I mean, I don't. If we're not going to police our own people with saying it, we have zero right to. We gotta turn that off. We can't have that on the episode.
Why?
That's still bad. Like, we still want to, like, cut that out. So if you guys want to listen to it, we can stop the pod. That's not us, guys. We didn't say anything.
No, I didn't say it.
And we don't support it. I don't know what we support, but I don't even need to see it because honestly, like, if we don't police ourselves and if we are okay with that being a part of our culture, and clearly the whole world wants our culture, that is what it is. But if it's a situation where it's being offensive, like, directly towards a person, if a person is calling me that, that's different than actually
That's what I'm saying.
being a part of the culture. TikTok's part of the culture. Rap's part of the culture.
Yeah.
What do you want? Like, do you want to rap and say the word and not have your people you're rapping to, or not have your audience say your words?
Yeah.
So if that's the case, don't say it. If that's what your intention is as a rapper or an artist, but if you're gonna put that word out there in your music, just know it's gonna be said, even behind doors, front of doors, TikTok, whatever the case may be.
So that's kind of my thoughts on it. Like, I feel like it's different if somebody's talking directly to me, disrespecting me, calling me out my name. The context of it. Like you said, it's in a song. So you can't expect our culture to be the only one. You're making money off of this song,
You want
right?
everyone to listen to your music, right?
Yeah, you want, so you can't say, okay, all black people, you can listen to the whole song and you can sing the whole song. But in every other race, y'all have to close your mouth on when I say this word.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not realistic. You know what I mean?
Who do y'all think? At what point? Who do you think our culture? Like, I think not culture. I think. Do you think black people? Because I feel like it hasn't been a. I mean, it has been a thing, I guess you can say, but who's made it just like, don't say that word? Has it been us, or has it more been another race, or do you know what I'm trying to say? Who's kind of made it like known to not say that word?
You know, we're not monolithic, right? So there are millions of black people who are like, I refuse to have that word within my sentence, and also and around me. And there's millions of black people who rap or are part of that culture where that's just a normal word, right? So, I mean, I personally use it, and that's not me saying that it's right to use it. It's just a part of tone. It's a part
Yeah.
of conversation, and that's not something. Once again, I'm saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying like growing up, that's just a part of a conversation, right? If we were all in this room and there was other people in here and they were using the word, we're not blinking twice. Like,
Yeah,
It
because
is what
like
it is.
I have friends who are Latinos, Hispanic, whatever you want to call them. That that's kind of
It's
the
the
area,
environment.
the environment that they grew up in.
It's the environment that you expect things to be.
It's comfortable to me to like hear it. I mean, not comfortable, but it's just like I'm like used to hearing it, so I'm just like okay.
And it also is different of understanding.
So it is a little bit weird for me to hear people outside of my.
It's a different understanding, right?
Yeah.
Like if you are around the people, like so.
But I wasn't around it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't around Hispanic or
No, not just saying Hispanics, but I'm saying like.
or
black
I was
people
gonna
in general.
say, well, see, black people. I heard my culture. We say it amongst each other, right? But like she said, she may have been around people outside of our culture that just
Yeah.
say it in their daily conversation. I haven't. I didn't grow up around that, so it is a little bit weird if I hear earshot just somebody having a conversation that's not black saying it just because I didn't grow up around it.
I mean, I didn't either.
So I went. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I went to a high school that was predominantly black and predominantly Mexican. I mean, I shouldn't say Mexican, but predominantly Latinos. I don't know.
Us being
I don't even know.
politically
Right? Is that correct? But anyways, I guess I shouldn't categorize them all in one. But am I just killing myself over here? Anyways, but they all grew up like I did. I mean, I grew up on a farm, but like they all grew up like in that area. So when they said it didn't really bother me. We were just like, that's just like our light skin.
version of us.
Still people of color.
Yeah. So, it didn't really bother me per se. But if someone, I guess, if it's just honestly, it's just outside the context, or if I know that person. Because if I don't know that person, you're just like, yeah, well, I'm gonna be like.
It's really
My
just who
wife.
you're around, right? So
Yeah.
my best friend is white, right?
Mm-hmm.
He used the word once. I checked that shit when I was 13.
So it bothered you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it kind of bothered me when you said.
Check that shit
Maybe
early.
it
I was
bothers me
like,
when a white person says it. I don't
because my
know.
best friend was around me a lot, right? And I was around a lot of black spaces, and he used the word. I was like, we're not doing that.
So does it bother you if anybody outside of the black?
No,
culture
because I
says
think there's a very clear parallel with the Hispanic community and the black community.
Okay.
I think there's a very clear
Yeah.
connection to being treated in a certain way in this country. So, although the word shouldn't be used by either of us, I think that if someone of the Hispanic nature or the Latin nature or whatever the case may be use that word, I would give more grace than I would
That
a
makes
white
sense.
person.
Same.
Because that, from the history of it, is when your ancestors have used it, it has been to degrade us. Like specifically, so that makes sense.
When people of color or the Hispanic community, they usually use it. Like I don't know, and I can't speak for it, right? Because there are so many different Hispanic cultures. I can't say that anytime I've heard someone of that, or at least the culture here in Austin or Central Texas, I can't say that it was used in a way to demean me
Yeah.
or to make me feel less than. More so as like a brother,
Like family.
a friend, someone who's
Yeah.
close to me. But I think I will give a little more grace when it comes to Hispanic people and Latin people to use that word, unless it's being used in a derogatory way, versus white people who don't really understand the struggle of what that even looked like, because they're not ever going to be called that.
Yeah. I remember one of my first people that I dated. He said he was white. He said, I remember telling him, I was like, oh man, I think it was around the time Obama was leaving office, and I was like, man, Obama's leaving office. I really enjoyed like having an actual, black person, someone who looks like me in office. He's like, I'm glad that N-word is out of office. I'm like, no, you like what? You can't say that, And he told me, this is exactly what he said. there's black people, and then there's, you know, that word. And he said, there's white people, and then there's, you know, the
Crackers.
Yeah, crackers.
I was gonna say Ritz.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, crackers.
Ritz. And I don't want to offend nobody, but and then he said there's Mexican people, and then there's, you know, the word that they would use, and I'm just like, no, like, no, yeah, didn't see him again, but like that right there, like I think that was like the first time that I heard someone say it in an offensive way.
Oh, very, very.
That wasn't towards me,
but
about me. But it's funny, he is a black child now.
As most people who are racist do have mixed children, or mixed grandchildren, or whatever the case may be. Just to cap this off, because I think we should like dive into some more positive shit with the last 10 minutes we have.
This ain't positive, my ninja.
I just think that word is very, very intense.
Yeah.
And I think that the people who use it on a daily basis don't traditionally know it, because once again, like, it's in our raps, it's in our songs. Like, you probably will rarely find a song that word isn't in it.
Yeah.
And you can't expect all of America, if you want to be an all of America, Grammy winner, whatever winner, right, not to have said it, right? But if it's said in a song setting, okay, I got you. It's still wrong, but you're the one who told them to say it. Like, you want them to listen to your music, and you want them to listen to your songs. But my final thing on my end is just, when it comes to the, you know, Hispanic and Latina culture, I just feel like they would understand it more.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, versus maybe a white person who has never been taught that, and if they have, it was in school, and I was also taught that in school and didn't know very much at all.
Yeah.
I think the word sis too, because I use that like, what up, sis? You know, like, yeah. But I mean, it's not the same, but I kind of feel that certain way when, you know, a white person would use like sis. I'm just like, what are you using sis for, girl?
That's a whole different conversation.
I know, it's a whole different conversation, but like I'm saying, I just kind of feel that way as well.
Do you feel like cancel culture goes too far? Like, do you feel like in that scenario, so not talking about the word, but do you think it was worthy of her losing her job from a TikTok?
I think that you should be very,
Careful.
Try to be careful also, but very intelligent in knowing what you're doing, because no one knows when you're going to go viral if you've never been viral before.
That's true.
So when you say things, which is something that I stopped doing a lot of times on social media, is saying what I actually think and saying what I feel, because it can be taken so many ways.
Yeah.
And I got killed.
Yeah.
Like, for whatever reason, I hate black women, but I always have black women around me.
Yeah.
Right? That has nothing to do with me. So cancel culture is always about
Apparently,
the
I hate
people-
black men.
About, you might, I don't know. Just kidding.
Who knows? I might.
The cancel culture is really just about canceling what they think you are.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
actually even knowing who you are.
Yeah.
So I can't say that she should have lost her job. I can't say that she should have kept a job. I just know that if you do post things and you are secure in what you're saying, stand on it. No matter what happens,
Yeah.
just stand on it.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Yeah.
if you go to the point where you're like, damn, I should have done that, then you really didn't believe it when you said it. So why'd you say it?
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
and I think
Good point.
her getting fired is more of a. It's probably more of a company thing, because the company don't want to look bad.
And not even, I don't even say it's a company thing. It's a reaction thing. I think that I think that entities react to a lot of things. Like when it comes to I think when Kevin
Y'all
Hart
better
went through his
fire her.
shit, right? And his shit was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they didn't let him host the Oscars or whatever, right? That's a reaction. And that cancel culture is so toxic, because businesses start to see that and they think that's the truth. And they don't even talk to the people they cancel, right?
Yeah.
Canceling is just, to me, I don't even believe in that anymore,
Yeah.
because like, you're not canceling the
kinda
person,
sucks.
you're canceling the action that the person may or may not have done.
That makes
And
sense.
out of context.
And which makes sense. So if it's the action, address the action.
Correct.
You know, make sure that doesn't happen again. If it happens again, then it's a representation of you. But you know, people make mistakes every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with that.
Calvin, how many times have you been canceled?
I'd say 2 in total in my life. And it didn't do anything but
Yeah.
weave out everyone I wasn't fucking with in the first place.
Yeah.
So, did you want to shift gears and talk about the?
Yeah.
Or did you have anything particular to talk about?
Let's talk about Sierra.
Okay.
See.
So I think that she articulates herself in the best way possible when it
Yes.
comes to even our situation, right? And I don't think I ever addressed it. If I have, sorry, you're gonna get it again in this allegedly 30-minute episode.
Not allegedly. Allegedly. She actually, wait, pause. I put on my Snapchat, I was like, oh, I miss my babes, or whatever the picture. And she commented, allegedly. I cracked up at work and they were like, what is wrong with this girl? Something wrong with her.
I did get a digital copy of her book. She sent me that, so I am going to read it since Calvin wouldn't let me take it.
It's on Amazon,
I'll
guys.
never take this. This book is not going anywhere.
What I learned from college.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't see the
First
words.
of all, what I learned in college.
Yeah, what I learned in college. It's on Amazon. I think it's $18. So go get your copy.
For sure. Me and C have been like just the moment we met each other has been like we've been close, just in the sense of like conversation, because we both like verbally spar with each other. Like we love to like have resistance when we talk. We don't like for people to do exactly what we say. We want them to like converse back about anything like that. So as many may know, or people may not know, Sierra was the original co-host of the podcast that I started in 2019 called the Sometimes I Don't Know. I don't know the name of it. Sometimes we talk, sometimes we eat podcast.
Yeah.
She was my number one original co-host at that point. And, with the pandemic and also my mindset of like stuck on go is always like really tough for people that deal with me, because like literally this train is going to keep going and no one is going to stop the train, and that is a detriment for me as well. But it was a point where the pandemic was like just really starting, and me and C had been doing episodes very often, and we tried the whole bill of trying to do it online. Just didn't go right. Just didn't work. And moving forward, she was traveling, she was going back home to her family and stuff like that, and I definitely understood that. So that's just what it was, right? But I didn't want to stop the train. Like I didn't want to wait. So as most people know, Kay came in, right, and we started moving forward with the podcast at that point. And I think Sierra felt a way about that. Her being the original and me opting to go with Kay just for the time being when she wasn't there. And I think the grace that she wanted to give me at the time was the same grace I wanted to receive from her at that time. And that was just like, let's get on the same page. And we unfortunately didn't get on the same page, and we didn't talk for a while. Right. Mad respect for C. That's always going to be someone who's a part of this huge process. And I'll even let you guys know, or I'll let you guys know that we're in talks of having C be a part of this podcast at a high level.
I love it.
Right. Whether it is her once a month to where we can both, all three, kind of schedule some time away from the podcast. Whether it would be her filling in for me, filling in for you, filling in for you. As long as we schedule that, in advance time.
Our girl talks.
Yeah, so
That's exciting.
That's something that's definitely in the works. We've had conversations, multiple conversations, to where once again, she will be able to come in and replace one of us, and she can do whatever, y'all can do whatever, and things like that. Also, still in talks with Marissa, as you guys both know. She's looking to start a podcast. I'm also in works with her for creating her own podcast as well. Nice. And in the next month or two, we will actually have 2 additional current podcasts that exist. No, one current podcast that exists called The Sisters, The Ratchet, and The Righteous. We've had them on before. They will be here. And then also there's a podcast that's starting very, very soon. And they will promote their podcast on here as well. So there's just a lot going on. I wanted to let you guys know
Fun stuff.
There's a lot of stuff that's coming.
Yeah.
A ton of stuff.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you guys. I really do, because just the journey of everything. And I look
Yeah.
back, right, like I told C this ideal in 2018. We're coming on 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. We launched the first I
That's
released
crazy.
the first episode. That's crazy.
Listen, that is crazy. Like,
And there's just been so
exciting.
much. There's been so much
exciting,
transition
yeah.
to the point to where like I'm like, wow, like I asked for help in 2018 and I
Yeah.
got no help. Now it's like I'm the help and we're
Yeah.
the help.
Yeah.
You know, now we can answer questions for people that we probably couldn't answer a year ago. So
Yeah.
once again, I'm
Yeah.
really grateful for you guys. I'm really thankful for you guys, because this process, this train doesn't keep going. I keep saying the train, and the train's very important because the train's going to keep going regardless, right? But it don't go as smoothly without you guys. So
Oh, thank you.
We feel the same way.
We're honored to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So-
I'm excited for all the new things coming, you know?
this has definitely been
And
experience and one of the best experiences, honestly.
Absolutely. And it's actually wild to even think that coming up beginning of next year, in a couple of months, you know,
here,
yeah, it's going to be a year that we've been rocking together.
Yeah.
You know, like that's going to hit us real fast.
Yeah.
It's going to be a year that we've been rocking, you know,
Yeah.
and even going through the stuff that 2020 brought, you know, you being out for a little bit.
Oh my God!
You know,
I just
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But we were still a team, you know,
Yeah.
but there was just different things that, I don't want to say obstacles, but just different things that arose, but
Yeah.
we still, you know, managed to
Yeah,
keep it pushing, trucking.
man, yeah, we've been on this train.
We've been on this train.
Choo choo. No,
Ups and downs, but I'm excited for the all the new things that, you know,
Same.
that's coming. 2022 is going to bring a lot.
even at the end of this year, right? Like, and it's
Yeah.
very important for me to make sure you guys feel engaged about
Yeah.
things too, right? I think some things in the past I've lacked the engagement for you guys, and I've just like pulled triggers on things and didn't consult you guys. So one of the biggest things about doing this allegedly quick episode was to just let you guys know, like, there's a lot coming.
Yeah.
And you know, there's going to be a lot more on my plate coming forward, and I just wanted you to know I'm still committed to this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
100%.
I want to see if within, so there's 2 additional podcasts that exist out there once again, and 1 or 3 of us are going to be guests
Nice.
on different podcasts.
I've never been
at
a
this
guest.
point.
Wait, I was about to say I've never been a guest before. That is a lie. That is how I got here. Don't ever hear anything out of my mouth.
And I want to be able to coordinate that with you guys. It's not going to be something I can just know right away. It's going to be stuff that I'm going to get information about within the process, and
Yeah.
just to let you guys know, like, that stuff
Yeah.
is coming. Like, we're going to be podding on other pods.
Yeah, we're the pod inside the pod.
Yeah.
I've definitely got some questions, a lot of questions from different people who are wanting to start a podcast, and I always get so excited about talking about it, and they're just like, so how did you get started? What did you get started? I was like, well, I said the brains behind the podcast. I said, you'll have to ask him that, how he got started, but I said, I can tell you how I, became a part of something that is amazing. It's kind of like therapy, honestly, for me personally. It's therapy. It's a way to let things out, and come onto the show without any judgment or anything like that, and get you guys' opinions on so many things that go on in each one of our lives, and also to have our listeners
Yeah.
We did just break into Ireland, so Ireland is a part of the mix.
I was gonna say something, mate, but that's a pirate.
Or Australia.
Forgive me. I'm actually a part Irish. No, seriously, my grandma, our heritage comes from Ireland, so
We have some Ireland.
I'm blackerish. I'm gonna just stop right there.
Yeah, there's a lot to come with this, right? And I'm like a lot of things that I don't know you guys know about this process, like about me. Like, I literally sit here not on Thursdays because I'll be kind of turned towards the end. But other days, I will sit here and
Yes,
do
we have
Zooms.
witnessed some of those. Do Zooms? What are you saying?
So, I traditionally do have a Zoom call with everyone that I bring on here for at least an hour just to kind of gauge where they are. Just not only for the team safety, but just the conversation, right? So I need to know a little bit about them before I even put them in an environment that you guys are in, if I don't know them. So that responsibility is going to come on you guys soon.
Yeah.
Right, to where you guys will be able to be point of context for certain people as far as the podcast goes. So I just want to lay it all on the tape. Like there's going to be a lot coming, like a lot, and I want to know if you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
Did you guys have anything else? Do we have a quote?
We have a quote. People.
Not like my stripper quote. Remember my stripper quote? That's why you don't leave me with the quotes. Okay?
Stripper quote.
You were here and I had to
that
get
one
a
time
quote. I think we were talking about, I don't know if we were talking about strippers in the episode or whatever, but yeah, I found that quote. I was proud of it. It's proud.
Okay. Our quote of the day is rise above the storm and you will find the sunshine.
Alrighty now.
Sounds lit. I don't know what we're gonna do, if we're gonna do anything, because this 30-minute episode turned into 40. But whatever.
Whatever. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in to this short but sweet episode.
For sure.
Introduce yourself.
Short but sweet.
This is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 34. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Toodaloo.